Hold on, guys. I gotta go right the dogs. Got the reminder. Let me put the dogs' pills. We get the dog medication. Medicated. Medicated. Oh, I'm gonna close up the garage. Where is this? I'm gonna do that first. Garage door open. Not that. Those- Uh, maybe some animals. In there. I I was thinking of maybe one workable like one for the painting. I was scraping paint earlier on the front door. My hand very currently feeling tired. Standing. I think I was only working for like 30 to 45 minutes. All right, let's get some this stuff for the dude. The dude, aka Millie, Millie the dude. All right, so don't put all the medicine in one big ball. So this is somewhat covered. Yep, it's not like medication. So it's one pill. She has three pills she has to take. Two twice per day and one once per day. Oh my God, who's making a mess over there? Who is making a mess? One big pill, one big capsule. All right, yeah. Gotta get it good. She will find the pill. What's that? We need what? Do we need brushes for the painting? Yeah. I got a brush. I don't need any. You don't need a pan or anything? Oh, I got pans. I couldn't remember whether we still had stuff. Here, here. Just give it to me. Come here, little. Here. You want a container? Take her out and then bring her back. Come on. Come on. Go potty. Come on. No, come on. Come on. Young dog. What? Now you limping? Come on, let's go outside. Come on, come on. Hi, guys. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Oh, anything else? Oh, what's going on? Mm. Okay, cool. Out of there. I don't know if that's a squirrel or my power. Ah, so, let's go. Let's go. Come on, you. Hey, okay. Oh, hey. I think know there's a really another one coming out. Late bloomer. You think another one's coming up? Oh, weed. Oh, I have some right there. Never get this off anymore. So cheap. Turkeys for that. I'm gonna get these ones. Not this year. Monday. I'm back here. I'm back. Man, they're like too perfectly sized. Girl, girl, it's cleaned up. Put the brush here to weed. Like, I'm gonna drink a bunch of water, so I'm gonna have to keep that. Um, 526, guys. 526. Oh my God, what's this cat trying to do? It's causing trouble already. We got one stock and another one. Come here. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come here. Come here. Get your bill. Get your bill. Come on. Zato ain't doing nothing to you. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Come here. Come here. In your girly mouth. Checked. Dude, what the hey? What are you doing? Jeez, you're going nuts. Got one cat going nuts. Nutty McNutters. Hello, Emily. Thank you for joining us today. All right, we're gonna get a little bit of paint in. Maybe I'll have to go back to scraping some paint off the door. Oh, come on, you. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, one other thing. One other thing, guys. I gotta get my glasses. Gotta get my glasses. There we go. Remember to grab those when I'm done. What is this one? Earbuds are dead. All right. Here's one. Here we go. I'm gonna grab those glasses. Okay. Hello, Ryan. How are you doing, Ryan? Good to see you again. How's your day going? Thank you for joining us. And final line. line, this last line is real subtle. It is kind of close to the yellow here in this background. A little bit lighter though, so hopefully, oops, even though it's real subtle, it'll still help. Alright. Oh, my monitor wasn't even playing. There we go. Thanks, guys, for the likes. Let me get this so we can get the full screen. Oh, yeah, pretty busy day so far. I did a 4-hour shift at work and came home. Collected some stuff my wife wanted me to take to her mom, and then I got picked up their grocery order and delivered it to them. They're like 25 minutes away. And then dropped that off, came back, stopped at the grocery store to pick up some stuff for us. Just a few things, nothing major. I came home, made lunch, did dishes, made lunch. Was looking for sandpaper that I thought was in the garage. So I was moving a bunch of stuff around there. Couldn't find it and came in the house and I'm like, I bet it's in here. Didn't see it right away. And then I was like, I guess it's in the garage. So I went back out in the garage and looked for it again some more. With a bunch of other stuff. Then I gave up, was like, it can't be in here because it would have been in this particular spot in the garage. So I went back in, looked around this area a bit. I found it in a pile. So, yes, it was in the house. And then got my little trusty painter's tool and started scraping paint off of the front door, outside of the front door. And that was a pain. Of course, my hands started hurting, legs got tired. I'm standing and hunched over. And I'm like, there's got to be an easier way to do this. I could get the stuff you apply to the door that um, causes the paint to away from the surface, and then you can scrape it a little easier. Yep, did it the hard way. There's still quite a bit to do on it. And the mullions around the window and the door, and something, I don't know what's going on with it, if it got some kind of water damage. That stuff is coming apart, coming away. So I got to figure it out if I can place that. It shouldn't be too hard. I say that now, but it shouldn't be too hard to replace. Unless the entire door needs to be replaced because it's no good. After scraping for about a half hour, 45 minutes, and I was over it. Scraping paint fix. Plus, I need to get, the painter's tool is kind of like a flat spatula that you can use to kind of scrape, but or a knife, like a flat putty knife or something, but better. Got all the little doodads that uh, painters would need. Like, paint opener, little hook, little points. Pretty handy dandy tools, but it's still no like paint scraper. Plus, a lot of the paint looks like it's cracking, but like it won't, doesn't seem to want to come off. So that's why I say I might need to get that stuff. Come on. You guys can see what I'm doing? I'm like over here, way off screen. Yesterday we were in the garage and working on the first panel of the triptych. It's been kind of an ongoing thing for some years now. It is still untitled. So I've been kind of thinking of some titles, but nothing really sticking. I'm sure something will come to me as soon as I need it. Yeah, some titles just pop right into my head right away. Sometimes paintings start, from a title. And most times I do the piece and then something comes fairly quickly. If not, it just remains untitled until something comes to me or it just stays untitled. Like all these ones are untitled. They have a number associated with them. Kind of categorize or catalog them. Yeah, yesterday was kind of fun because I attached the little tree frog painting I did on vinyl. And I think it's got on there. It's attached to the surface. Yeah, I was gonna go out there and add some stickers, more stickers to the surface, labels. Sure, I know I added some stuff on the digital version of the painting. I took some photos and then I just import the photo into Procreate, and then I kind of digitally added some stuff to it. So need to take a look at that and see if any of that stuff is worth adding. I did that with the second panel too, because that one's unfinished. Yeah, there's a bunch of packing, recycle or repurposed packing tape. I don't want to add to those panels. No, tape is not a typical material used in painting. But I want to see how that affects the surface look or changes the composition based on the stuff that's stuck to the tape, whatever box it was stuck to. There were bits of the box that came off with the tape, so there's kind of like color and maybe even text from some of the stuff that was on the box or boxes. Okay, how we doing, guys? How's everybody's day? Well, I had my art group meeting yesterday, and besides the guy that organizes it, um, there were four other guys there. So none of the same people from uh, the group that you used to see, which is kind of nice. Um, One of the guys I've met before through the guy that organizes this, and then the other three guys at first time meeting, I think. I may have seen him before at some of the events, but I'm not always the most sociable guy at these things. Yep, last time I did one of these events, I ended up trading art for art to a couple because I brought it up. I was like, "Oh yeah, sometimes I'll trade art for art." And they were like, "Oh hey, would you trade? Do you want to trade paintings?" And I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "Oh man," but I did it. It was more for my benefit than theirs, but I'm glad they got it, and I got a piece from them, and it was more of a lesson or practice in letting go. Now, guys, don't go asking me trade me trade art with me. I think I'm gonna do it all the time, but it doesn't hurt to ask. You know, it does not hurt to ask. See, nobody ever asks me like, "Hey, Corey, is that piece for sale?" Or, "Hey, Corey, would you be down to trade?" Usually, it's me that asks. I've never had anybody ask me if they wanted to trade. They probably look at my work and they're like, "He wouldn't trade." Or they look at me and they're like, "He wouldn't trade." And you know what? Maybe they're right. Maybe I wouldn't trade for that bird. But like I said, I didn't have to ask. Now, what you want to trade with me for, that's a that's a whole nother thing. Definitely not gonna be just dropping something I spent hundreds of hours on without some, some good reason or cause. Last piece I traded, I liked it. It was one of um the skateboarding and Von Bodie tributes pieces. So I did three of those. This was the last one. It took me a few years to finally get around to finishing after the first two were completed. And my brother actually has the first two I did. And he has them up in his shop. He said something about wanting to buy them from me, but I should reach out and see if he's still down with that. But even if he wasn't, they would still Probably still have them hanging in the shop just because it's like a collection of 4 or 5 canvas paintings that are all about the same size, done around the same time. With all within being a part of a series work. Okay. All right. We'll start all over from the beginning here. Appreciate you guys stopping through and checking out what I'm up to. Pull out a bunch of works that I started on paper. See what I have. The guy that organized the group meeting, he's also putting on a group show uh, based on He-Man, the universe of He-Man, but also She-Ra, which coincidentally I do have a work that would fit that, which is She-Ra uh, sitting, she's quietly contemplating something, or sure what episode of that show it was from. It was a still that uh, was one of the frames from the animation, the actual animation. I just found it on the internet. I just Googled animation cells for that particular show, and this was one of them. So the works that are done on paper is this really small series. Right now, it's just four works on paper, but they were um, female characters in animation. That one was Shira. I have one of Miss Linman May from Macross, or in the US, it would have been Robotech. G.I. Jane from G.I. Joe, or Jane. I don't know what her last name is. And then from Thundercats, Chitara. And I have some other stills that I've found. So that I can do a few more. Not sure. I think I had there was the two young women that were in the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon from the 80s. Yeah, I was trying to find good, kind of strong images from of them from those shows. There's can't remember her name, but she was the princess in Voltron. The lions in Japanese, it was Go Lion. And she ended up piloting one of the lions. What's today? Thursday? Yeah, I could show you guys the pieces. I can show absolutely nobody the pieces. Where'd they go? I think they need some work though. I'm not sure about the whole Japanese pattern thing. And they're pretty colorful. So this is the Lin Min May one from Macross or Robotech. I use like acrylic paints, but also latex paint. There's spray paint in this. It's all on paper. But I need to do something more with this. It's too like it's missing something. And the paper is uh stuff that I bought from Target. It's kind of like a white, not quite construction paper, but it was a little bit thicker than normal paper. So kind of a heavy duty paper. And it was pretty uh reasonably priced and it seems to hold up pretty well. But the paint, that's the Lin Min May. And here's Jane from G.I. Joe. And I started adding some other stuff to this, but I need to figure something out. But they're not too bad. I mean, as far as execution is concerned, watch out, dude. Get off of my artwork. Uh, here's Shira. So if I can get this worked out, I can show this at the show since it fits the theme. But these are all done from stills from get out of here, cat, before you wreck my stuff. Gosh. Really wrecking stuff all the time. You're a notorious wrecker. And then here's Chitara from um, Thundercats. I did add a silkscreen outline. It's a Wile E. Coyote. I've used him a bunch of times. Dude, are you kidding me? Quit messing around. His tail's on fire. Hey, the Rumpelstiltskins. Who that? What this? G.I. Jane, yeah. G.I. Jane. Did you ever watch G.I. Joe? Did they have G.I. Joe where you were at? So those are the four I do have. Crazy Cat. Go on, Crazy Cat. Your favorite comic is Superman? He just eats a lot of dinner. I like, what's up, man? What's up, man? Yep. Unfortunately, I don't haven't done a Superman one unless it's I guess Supergirl would be one. I don't remember. I guess there were those superhero animations like X-Men. I'll have to see if I can find some images maybe I can use. Yeah, Supergirl. Is there a Batgirl? I can I could probably even do villains, super villains. What's going on, Zaru? What you up to today? You like the Jamaican Dark Knight, aka Batman. We used to get G.I. Joe cartoon and toys back in the 90s. All right. Yeah, it's some figurines, action figures. Uh, wonder if there were any lady Transformers. I guess they were all trans, so maybe I could use any one of them. The Transformers. Hey, you. Come on. You're trouble. You're trouble. Get out of her. All right, you punk. Move. Come on, dude. You gotta move. I'm trying to work here. I'm trying to finish this outline. If I can get this outline done this session, I'll be happy. That means I have one left to complete in this 6-part series. Hey, beat it. You're being a punk. You're being a punk about it. Said, how about some Indian comic superheroes? There's Nagaraj, literally king of Cobra, and Super Commando Druv. Are there any female ones? Because that was my series. That was the theme of the series was women in cartoons. So unless they're a woman, they ain't gonna make it. It ain't happening. I save all that for the guys that love to do the comics. I'm not much of a comic person. I mean, I'll read some manga. I have some manga in storage, but um, yeah, I don't really do too much in the way of comics. I was never huge into comics back when I was younger. Like when I actually had money and was buying some manga and magazines, computer games. Yeah, well, people were doing studying and trying to get good grades in high school. I was working, making that moolah. Like, my parents ain't buying me shit. I need some money. Actually, my mom was like, when I was 16, she was like, "Man, you should probably get a job." I was like, "Okay, sounds like a plan." She's like, "I'm tired of paying for you guys. You're 16 years old. You just you learn some respect for money." You said Druv had a sister. She was a hidden superhero too. Forgot her name. Yeah. See, she would fit. Hey, Travis. Yo, what's good, broski? How you doing, Trav? Are you live? Oh wait, I think I saw that you were live. About to get that gaming on. Still working on Starfield and Odie, Starfield and friends. Those little Jim Davis humor. You love that game? I was when it came out, I was watching some people, some gaming content creators playing it. Is that the oh god, what's the studio? Um didn't they do like um yeah, what was the fantasy one? Like the Morrowind game. Shoot, what was it called? I don't remember the name of the series. Can't even remember the name of the studio that do Starfield. But people were all super hyped on it, and then when they finally started playing it, and after a while, they were all like a little disappointed in it. Yeah, but Bethesda, yeah, the Skyrim and all that. Yeah, people are all bummed out because they're like, "Oh, you go to these worlds, and some of the worlds are lame, and they have all the same creatures, and you're just like traversing these worlds, and like there's like nothing there, maybe a few monsters or whatever." And like, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a console to play any of these games. I think the only Bethesda game I played was Morrowind when I uh, had a roommate that had a Xbox. Oh man, that was like 2001. I think it was 2001 because I think we were we had that place for like 3 years. This was out in the middle. He's doing today. Just getting some more of this outline. Trying to finalize the outline on this using a kind of a pale yellow. So it's very subtle outline. Yeah, Morrowind was pretty cool. I mean, that was what 2002. I want to say, was it before that? Like 2001. That was crazy. That was crazy when I lived there. That was There when 9/11 happened and my roommate woke me up. He was like, "Hey, Corey, a plane just crashed into one of the twin towers." I got up. We were watching the news, and all of a sudden, we saw the second plane crash right in on live on air, and I was like, "Oh shit, this ain't no accident. There's something going on here." That was crazy. Yeah, we spent most of the day just watching what was on the news till the towers collapsed. Yep, saw that live too. That shit was insane. Oh man, I gotta lay this flat. So hard to do these lines. Yo, you crazy cat. Well, have fun game night. Game night, guys. I was thinking of doing some gaming, but my elbow is kind of hurting a little bit from scraping paint off my front door. Okay, can you do the door? Paint the door and the trim. Yeah, I think I might have to get some of that stuff to help remove the paint because I don't think I'm gonna get all that stuff just scraping. Paint scraping. Thanks, guys, for the likes. I appreciate it. Oh man, dude. Of course, I smudged the paint as long as it's in the bands of the other color. Yet I can always clean it up. I can always clean this up. Did I just do this side? Come on, man. You ain't done yet, Pam. You are not done. Finally, that cat. Almost 5 a.m. Dang. Well, have a good morning. Are you just getting up or are you going to sleep? Well, have a good day, Zaru. Either if you're getting up or you're going to bed. And thanks for stopping through. I appreciate you. Yeah, cleaning and catching up with what I am doing and how these paintings are turning out. Y'all missed a good one yesterday, though. I was out in the garage working on the big triptych. Try and get that one done too. You know what? I don't know if I'm gonna make the state fair this year. I'm just being real lazy about trying to figure out something that will fit the theme of this year's exhibition. Plus, I gotta do some cooking tonight. I gotta make ground meat for tacos, and I gotta make some fresh pico de gallo. Got got all the ingredients for that. Mm-mm-mm. Going to sleep. I was born upside down. Huh? Isn't everyone though? See you later, Zyra. Thank you again for joining. Have a good night or sleep. I guess 5 a.m. It's gonna be daylight. Sorry guys if my elbows getting in the way. Can't find the right positioning or angle to do these lines, but also allows this paint to flow freely. It only works good if it's held straight up and down. Might last a little while if I'm holding the canvas vertically and drawing on it like that. But my wife is on the phones until 8 p.m. So may be good for another hour. Yeah. We're working all day tomorrow, so no stream tomorrow. The next stream might be Sunday, Sunday evening after work. But if I'm in a decent state and I got time, I could possibly go on Saturday. Hey, Kate, welcome for joining us, and welcome and thank you for joining us. How am I doing today? I'm doing great, Kate. Little, little tired. Been a busy day, but working on the paintings always re-energizes me. Hey, I saw your recent painting that you posted. Cool. Nice job. With the B, it says be nice. Be nice. You're tired too? Did you have to work today, Kate? Yes. Yeah, very cool painting. Eight. Wow. Hey, Pre, welcome. Thank you for joining. Hope you're doing well. Having a good day. How's the how's the art coming along? You start those pieces you were talking about? Said I got something on my mind. You may have some insight. Are you a boomer? Um, like an actual boomer or just an older person? I'm not of the actual boomer generation. I'm Gen X. But I know a lot of young people just refer to older people as boomers if they, like my parents are boomers because their parents were of that generation that went through World War II, maybe even World War I. But they would have been kids, I want to say. The grandparents, that is. Did your work have something to do with the boomer generation? You know why they're called boomers? Actually, the term should be baby boomers because that was that their parents uh, kind of, I guess, not really told, but the thing at the time was to have children. You still have a good insight what happens to an economy with the largest generation in human history dying out. Yeah, yep. Because my generation, unless you're making money by the time you're old, I'm not sure if we'll even have social security. So any generation after ours will probably have the same concerns or maybe even more concern because as each generation has fewer and fewer kids, there's not going to be anybody there. And especially if those generations uh, don't contribute by working to help keep those coffers filled. Jeez, I want to say all that shit's gone anyways with freaking Trump in office. Guy sues the IRS or threatens to sue the IRS. I'm assuming he did sue the IRS for what, 10 billion, and then they settle. He like then they settle for like what, 1.5 billion that he's going to put into some kind of slush fund. It's like that money's already probably gone. And who the hell's paying for this ballroom shit and this war? Like this dude is fucking pissing me off. Like everybody should be pissed. Anybody that works that pays taxes should be pissed about this president. But no, no, he's my guy. He's my fucking guy because you want, for some reason, these motherfuckers want chaos. Okay, have fun when you're actually living in that chaos. getting what you actually only thought you wanted. Sorry. Shit pisses me off. But if you were already struggling, it's probably nothing new anyways. Not saying you specifically, but just in general. Good thing you just came back, Kate, after I got went on my little tirade, my micro tirade. Oh yeah, it'll be huge. People are gonna be. They thought if you know anything about uh oh shit what happened in the 1930s? God, what do they call that? People lost out. I feel like you know what? Who are the ones that were actually like offing themselves when that happened? Is it people that actually had money and they really were afraid or thought that the world was over because they lost out? Yeah, but if it does, man, there are gonna be so many people offing themselves. I'm sure we'll all figure out how to survive somehow. 2030, they'll start going out rapidly. Uh, I just look at my family health. It don't look good. Yeah, it's tough. Life is precarious. This is why all these like people are, mm, you know, trying to grab as much money as they can. This is why, you know, like I don't get the whole deal that he's making. He's with, you know, that the government can't ever look into his taxes or his family's taxes. To me, that just, who does that? Who sets that up? To me, the only thing I can think of is a criminal, somebody that's actually stealing money and doesn't want their finances to be looked at. And oh, what was it? The other day I heard Jeff Bezos was being interviewed and he was talking about the money that he earns through his businesses. He referred to that as winnings. He literally said winnings. What the fuck is that? You're still at 72 subs. This is their world after World War II. Find out there'll be a World War III. Well, I think a lot of people are fed up and starting to see through. It's not just Trump, it's the system. And it's funny how this system criticized communism for its corruptness, and this democratic capitalist system is just as corrupt. It has its fault. It's not foolproof. Hey, what's up, Aquarius Jim? Yeah, boomers for sure, but it's a continuous cycle. So my generation, the next generation, the generation after that, there's gonna be certain people within those generations that, you know, just basically crabs in a barrel. Yeah, but we didn't inherit the American dream like them. That dream was an illusion, anyways, from the start. It's just now, I feel like now it's like it's at a point where it's almost critical mass where it's inevitable that things are gonna uh, begin to just, there's no way to stop the uh, degradation of the system. It was only the ones that had privilege. You know, there was a time where it was like, oh yeah, the middle class, but I feel like even that was an illusion. So I feel like my parents, we were like middle class, like poor middle class. We were like on the lower end of middle class. And right now, my dad's not doing too bad, but my mom's retired. So she just has her whatever her savings. And I'm assuming she might still have some investments when she worked at the insurance company. But, I mean, I don't know how much you get paid as an underwriter in an insurance company, but I'm sure she had some savings. And she does have some investments. but nothing that's like, you know, where you know, part, I don't know if she's over like a million or anything. Jeez, who knows if it's even hitting 100,000 or more. It's like, but you see all these people are like, I don't know, how do you have so much money? Oh yeah, Kate, if you want to post your painting to the community page here, you can go for it. You can always do that. It's going to be interesting with that generational asset or that generation's assets. Yep, most of us can only see one day at a time, check to check, week to week. I wish we had more savings. All I want for us is just to get out of debt. I don't even know why we're even in debt. And the people that have our mortgage are fucking screwing around with us. Oh, I heard this terrible thing. I'm sure it's not terrible in some people's eyes, but like these, you can buy these tax liens or something like that. So basically, you can buy people's homes right out from underneath them. And if they can't pay you, then you can take their homes. Oh my God. That's terrible. What did they call it? Not tax lien. It was something. Um, maybe it was tax liens. I just want a stable home when shit hits the fan. Yeah, that'd be nice, but ultimately we don't own shit. We don't own shit. That's the fucking game that we exist in. And if you don't have money, it's even worse. Why all these people are positioning themselves to fucking make these money grabs as fast as they can, like with the whole um, NFT, um, Bitcoin thing. God, what a scam! I know there's a lot of people, a lot of artists that believe in it, but it's just if there's a way for um, people to take advantage of the system, they're going to do it. What people try to tout it as like, oh, it's the next best thing. It's the next best scam for the scammers to bunch of money off of and leave everybody else footing the bill. Corporations come in for all of our family assets. Possibly. I mean, shit, if they start stealing your DNA and all of that, you'll really have control your family. You won't even own your body anymore. Thank you, Kate. You is deep in the art. Love it. Thank you. I'm trying to finish this outline for this piece, so it'll be done this session. But there's a lot of cleanup. I still have to do the hot dogs, is what I'm calling these bits up top. Hot dogs. Oh, hot dog. All right, it's almost there, guys. I need to touch up the coral color and a little bit of the um, is it violet? Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where I was last at. I think it was right here. Hey V, welcome. How are you doing today, V? I forgot to ask all of you how you're doing today. Everybody up to making making art, making moves. Oh yeah, no problem, V. I read your piece. I really liked it. It's kind of like I don't know how you would describe it, like musings, but also maybe some like very poetic musings. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, there was I happened to read somebody else's posted a link to another person's Substack. Um, this guy was a military veteran, and his wife told him like because he's been struggling. I'm assuming struggling with a little bit of depression, and but he also has some health issues, and he also does writing. Like his writing was really well um, put. I don't know. Um, but I guess he does a little bit of visual art too. I didn't see any examples, but his writing, because his wife told him, like, you should just kind of put down your thoughts. And, and it was really interesting and insightful. But yeah, then I saw your was it your post, so I clicked on it to your Substack, and yeah, can't wait to see more. You got posts on on your channel. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. V, you have your community on your YouTube to, set up. I found my Well, I didn't really find it, but um, I got reconnected with my WordPress site because I was like, I need a website. And I was thinking, I Googled places that host websites, and then I saw WordPress, and I was like, oh, yeah, I have this WordPress account that had I've been going over because I posted all of my art over the years on there. So it's broken down into what 7 to 9 year periods starting from 1993. Shit, I could even post probably some of my kid art. I'd have to find it. Yeah, I was thinking about doing a kind of a professional like website, just promoting the art. I'm not like not trying to create a shop or anything like that. Who knows? Maybe that would come later, but just a place to post work. But I don't know if it's worth that. That's the thing. Is it worth paying the money to have a site? You use WordPress in the past. It's a lot to learn to keep up on the page. Yeah, I made a few like posts, and it was like the very first post. The next post wasn't for like 4 or 5 years later, and then the made that post, and then the next post wasn't for like 4 years later or 3 years later, and the next post wasn't for like another 4 years. And if I do another one, it'll be 6 years since the last post. So I need to figure out if it's something I'm going to utilize for uh, talking about my art or trying to figure out what I'm doing with my art. I don't know. It's hard because that also takes time to do besides making the art. But I really need to figure something out with that. Like I feel like that should be the main thing I focus on is that you can use Substack and attach your domain. So what's the benefit of using Substack? That's the only thing is like I have so many social medias, and it's like it seems like it's good for a little bit, but then I'm like it's like life support trying to maintain these. Like they're all on life support. Benefits are at large. What do you mean by that? Are at large? Because I know people. If you can follow somebody, but if you subscribe, then that person is generating a little bit of money. But the thing is, you got to make it worthwhile for those subscribers to pay for that content, and that's the hard part. Like, is the content worth it? Because it's the same with like YouTube. Once you get monetized, but I feel like YouTube and make it so difficult for the average person to get monetized because they struggle for so long getting the hitting those mile markers. It's just a matter of what you like and where you want to post. Considering social media, but a website or online portfolio grows online as you add to it. Yeah, and that's kind of what I want. Because right now my my focus is on just producing artwork, um, exploring, my processes in producing artwork. Because even though I've been painting for 35, is it 35 years or 35 plus years, I feel like I don't have, I haven't really chosen a path within that and just chase that incessantly. So all my work is all over the place. I know some people would say, "Oh, that's not a bad thing." And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's also not a good thing um, if you're trying to pursue this professionally. Our portfolio is on your time. You can produce it and post, upload at your own pace with brief description and buyout and our CV. Yeah, I kind of have. What am I using? I have to link my CV to um the WordPress thing. I forgot all about that. But I already have that somewhere. But I need to update it. I'll go years before I remember to update it because I'm not really using it to get shows. That's the thing. Whereas most people who know how to play the game uh, do that. That's why I want to focus on the work because I feel like this stuff's just all over the place, and I haven't chosen a direction. I'm still, I'm still, uh, I don't know. Oh yeah, oh yeah. If you want to gather your thoughts and chat like a discovery call, I'm here. Yeah, I just need to get my thoughts in order. But I appreciate that, V. I mean, I've been doing this so long, I should already know what to do. It's just doing it. Don't worry, V. I'm not. I don't take offense. Uh, I'm not. I'm on my golden path. I hope so. Feel like at my age, it's just producing artwork. I'm not trying to. I had I had a taste of that when I was younger. When I first started, like I didn't even realize. Okay, I'd been doing art, or at least painting, since I was 18, and it wasn't until about when when I was about 27 that some friends of mine or people I was starting to get to know were like, you should show your art. I didn't never thought that was a thing. I didn't that wasn't even like on my radar. Like, oh, but I've been reading about and following all these, past great artists, and that never occurred to me like, oh yeah, I could be showing my art just like them up until that point. And then um I made connections with a couple other people in our friends group circle, and we had I had my first showing with them, so it was a group showing, but it was through a gallery, but it was the owner of the gallery had two spaces. One was the actual gallery space, and the other was the coffee shop space next to the gallery. Um, and we ended up, because we were all pretty new or green to the art thing, um, we would be showing in the coffee shop area versus the gallery, which was literally right next to. Plus, there was already somebody having a showing in that gallery. It was a small gallery, but it was pretty cool. So come opening day, it was like it was a pretty big gathering. Like a lot of people came out for it. It was also that particular night like stormed like crazy. So I was surprised that people even came out, but it was like a lot of people that I have known over the years or gotten to know. Family came out, and then people that the other two guys knew. So it was a pretty big show. I think the owner of the gallery slash coffee shop was pretty surprised about that. Plus, I don't think he was too keen on my artwork, but he gave us a chance. That kind of started let's say career as an artist that showed, but you a few other kind of big shows. I think by the time I was 30, I was kind of not really, I was over it. I was like, man, I just want to make art. I don't care about showing. We are aging backwards. We are ageless. Oh, it's almost like that show, Mork and Mindy, where Robin Williams played a character who was an alien and they aged backwards. So they were born old, and then as they grew older, they got younger until they were an infant or a baby or whatever. Okay. Yeah, it was funny though, because when I started to like, especially I had certain experiences that kind of turned me off from the whole art, yeah, the higher end art world. Crazy is besides that gallerist that and he I mean he was a good guy. He wasn't a bad guy. I'm not hating anybody that's like, oh, you know, I don't really like your artwork. I'm like, oh, that's fine, But people do. Not going to satisfy everybody, but he was a good guy, and I appreciate him. He took a chance on us, and I think we pleasantly surprised him. And his gallery is no longer open. I think, it closed way back in the. I think. Oh, what happened was there was a restaurant above the gallery, and I think there was a fire. And this was like an old building too. It was a really cool building. There was a fire, and yeah, so the the gallery space, I think, ended up closing after that. I can't remember if he mm, tried to do anything more with that, but I think he ended up getting into furniture making. And I think that's what his business was after the whole gallery thing. You like my turtle painting? You said I like your painting turtle. Oh wait, was that the rock? The one I did on the rock? No, if I had more ambition and at the time less anxiety and was more adventurous, maybe I would have gone to New York to try to be a professional artist. Which is funny because I probably could have did that. Good friend of mine, um, I helped him move out to New York, and we drove out there together. Um, Established himself out there. And he met somebody, and they started a screen printing business, and now they have the shop in New York, and they also have one in um, Florida somewhere. I don't know if it's Miami or what. Yeah, yeah. I guess they're doing pretty good. Like, hey, yo, man, show me the ropes. That's actually the only time I'd ever visited New York. It was for 3 days after I helped him move out there because he stayed at his sister's, and then you know over the months, he got he had a job lined up. I think it was in IT, and then after a while, I think he gave up on that to start the screen printing business. And I did a little bit of work for him in the early 2012 teens. Guys for the likes. Actually, it did. His sister, her and her boyfriend at the time had a band, and I did their first album cover for them. But then that guy turned out to be a POS, and she left him, met somebody else, had a kid. I don't know if she had another kid. but she seemed a lot happier after that. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll have shows again, or just continue to make art and do illustration. And come on, Marker, you're not out yet. Yeah, I might utilize the old WordPress thing again. Oh shoot, where did I have my CV then? I don't think it was attached to the WordPress. Where did I have that thing? Oh, I know. It's on my the only place I have it is on my Sachi Sachi art um site. Ooh, you guys missed out yesterday's stream. You would have got to see some of my larger pieces and also some large canvases that have yet to be painted on. Come on. And I pulled one out. It's what did I say it was? 56 by 56. And I think I'm gonna do the flower on it. I had them and I wasn't quite sure. I had them for years. I built them years ago and I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do on it. Oh my gosh, what is going on? This thing is like, you can't be out of paint already. How is this? Come on. How are you already? There we go. Feel like it's the nibs. It's not that it's out. I feel like these nibs. Yeah, I have like spare nibs. It starts to flow, and then after a bit, gotta get it charged again. Come on. Oh, I am missing. Kate likes my turtle. That reminds me that turtle is actually going to the pastor um at the hospital. All it needs is if I was gonna paint this some, like some kind of passage or something on there, or just 'cause I want to make it look like it's either in the ocean, in water, or on land. Here we go. We got you flowing again. The only thing about the paint pens, if the stuff starts to clog up and won't flow, you crazy. You are crazy. Crazy coot cat. Oh, coot. Mm, Jeez, it's cold temperatures and I'm starting to get stuffed up. Where are we at, guys? 7:20. Wife will be off the phones in about 40 minutes. So I will say 30 more minutes and we'll wrap this session up. Don't think I'd have to break out the new one of these. Yes, I bought another set on the same pastel Pascas. So if I need to, I have a second one of these. So that flower canvas, the large one, I'm gonna have to do a lot of preparation for a actually attack that canvas. I would like to get everything set up so that I can just do the piece very quickly. So if I have all my colors mixed and ready to go, taking a page out of Melody Provenzano's playbook and premix. I don't usually do that, but I can see how having that stuff ready, I don't have to think about things too much. I just do it. You just execute the piece because everything is there and ready to go. It'd be a kind of nice trial run to see. Do something a little different from what I usually do. But I'm kind of envisioning the process to do the flower. So, and since I've kind of already done on a smaller scale the things I need to do, I just need to do a lot of preparation to do it. Oh boy. Yeah, it would be a nice test to see. Come on, paint. Come on, paint. Kate is back fast. Ooh, where do you go when you leave? Gosh, come on. Um, I wonder if I could get some water in my hands. All right, before I start causing problems for myself, take that stuff out of my hand. All right. Let me see if cleaning off the nib will have any effect. So, using water, gonna get this nib free of any old paint. These things kind of pick up, reactivate the paint that's on there if you go over it too many times. I mean, it creates nice dots, nice small dots. All right. Okay, hopefully that's flowing better. You know what? Hold on. Let me try this on hot dog bits. See, it flows when it's on fresh surface, but if I'm reactivating the paint or going over the first pass, it starts to clog up the tip. Where are Dave? I don't know. I haven't seen Dave in a few streams. I didn't see him in yesterday's stream. Yeah, I want to turn my space heater on because it's kind of chilly, or at least put a long sleeve shirt on or something. Just heard a notification. What's notifying me? What is notifying me? Nothing disappeared. All right, guys, about 20 more minutes. If I can get these arcs, these two arcs, aka hot dogs,
outline. That'd be nice. Hey, you too, V. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. Appreciate your words. I will keep I will keep my eye on your posts. Keep partying. You too. Thank you. Have a wonderful night, V. Ralphie is back. Breakfast done. Hoping to go live later. My phone's charging because it has low bat. Oh yeah, you wanna you don't wanna be caught with a low battery when you start your live stream. That's why I always I always have my phone plugged in because I don't want to have to worry about when it's alerting me. I don't know. Does it alert me when I see that the battery's about to die? And I'm like, oh man. He said, perfect timing here in the Philippines because it's summer and everybody's on vacation right now. Oh, yeah, I feel like it'd be nice, nice vacation to go to the Philippines. Oh, no. He said March to May summer vacation here in Philippines. Oh, okay. Feel like that's most places, right? Mm. All the college kids needing a break, going to the tropics. Oh boy, come on, hot dog. Come on, Pen. Give us give us some more. You know you can make it through this one and the next arc. You know it can happen. Shoot, this is only first pass. Well, on these. Come on, we got 12 minutes. We can do it. We can do it. Do it this ring was smaller. Ooh, hot dog. Hey, return to connection point. Okay, hot dog. Get this hot dog. Yeah. What things? Ain't gonna do any good. Get out of here, you dumb squirrel. And squirrels. Uh, flower. What the hell are these assholes eating? The flowers seed. If they're finding the seeds or if they're eating something else. And 'cause I did not want to put this on my inside front porch because I ain't gonna get my light. But my wife wants. Oh, put it on the front porch. Well, I ain't gonna get no freaking light. God, barely any room for these. Shit. Now my earbuds dying. You freaking earbuds. All right, fine. There's four of these. Still, it's already half ounce on the damn still. No, what room? Good, fine. Right. Yeah, it doesn't even fit on the sill there. All right, freaking balls off. Bro. Fuck. Motherfuckers. What the hell are you guys finding? My might as well write these things off. There, just screwed these up. All right, pepper plant. You're going right in between those. And Christmas cactus or whatever you're freaking calling. You're going right Oh, so much for getting that last hot dog outline. I, for some reason, I don't know what it is. It's still acceptable now. So hopefully this one germinates. And gets good flower. Who knows if those seeds are any good? They were from 2001, or not 2001, 2021. Okay. All right. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. I wonder if I should put. No, I'll leave that there. All right. All right. We got one. Ah, damn it. I got to trim this. Ew. Mother. Got to trim back our bush. Top my hair. Burning bush is no longer a bush, it's a tree. Ah, all right. Well, we'll wrap it up then. And I have to finish this another time or offline. Another time or offline. Let me wash my hands because of the dirt, oil. Ooh, man. Jeez, it's cold. Let me put it on, please. And no, no, I don't think our high hit 60 degrees. All right, guys. Well, let's sign off. We have more to do on this. So we'll save that for later. And we can probably you get that other marker or paint pen going and use that one. Since this one seems to be uh, getting low on the old paint. Getting low on the old paint. Okay, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for all the likes. I appreciate it. I didn't do too bad today. We got a good. Oh, did we get 2 hours in? 2 hours and 30 minutes? You guys can kind of see the outline right now. So this one has three outlines. Yeah, you can really see on the left side. You can see it standing out. Right side, I don't know. It's there. It's just lost in all that yellow. But we'll get that other hot dog. We got the long one, the long arc, the short arc. Not much. It's not really an arc. It's got a weird, funky shape to it. But yeah, we'll get back on this. It should be done next session, I guess, with all the cleanup and stuff. Thank you guys for the like. Let's shout everybody out. Thank you, Emily Zass, who was first in the chat. The hello, hello. Thank you, Ryan Hogg. Huh? for stopping through, saying hello. Jeez, my throat is screwed. Thank you, Rumpelstiltskin. It's good to see you in the chat. Jeez Louise, hold on, guys. I gotta get some water. All right. And thank you, Travis Prince at Trap House 1981. Our friend Napalm P, thank you, Napalm, for dropping through. Ralphie, thank you. Kate, thank you. Pre, I appreciate you stopping through. A Electric Aura, aka Aquarius Gem, thank you for dropping by. It's good to see you. And I think last but not least, Abstract Beauty After Dark. Thank you, V, for dropping by. Also, I appreciate you chatting with me today. And yeah, all right, guys. Thank you for joining. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or middle of the night in the dark, wherever you're at in the world. Take care, be well, be safe, happy arting, and until next time, bye for now, guys. Peace. Take care, Ralphie. Thank you again. I'll try to keep my eye out for your stream. All right, later.